Holy Family of Mary, Joseph, and Jesus, or Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. And we can see the Pope at the window ready to begin the Angelus for today.
Cari fratelli e sorelle, buona domenica!
Dear brothers and sisters, happy Sunday. Today we celebrate the feast of the Holy Family, and the liturgy offers us the story of their flight into Egypt. It is a moment of trial for Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Indeed, the bright image of Christmas is suddenly almost eclipsed by the disturbing shadow of a deadly threat which has its origin in the troubled life of Herod. He is a cruel and bloodthirsty man who is feared for his brutality, but precisely because of this reason, he is deeply lonely and gripped with the fear of being deposed. When he learns from the Magi that the King of the Jews has been born, he feels this a threat to his power, and so he decrees that all children of the same age as Jesus should be killed. In Herod's kingdom, God is performing the greatest miracle in history, in which all the ancient promises of salvation are fulfilled, but he cannot see them because he is blinded by the fear of losing his throne, riches, and privileges. In Bethlehem, there is light and joy, as some of the shepherds have received the heavenly announcement. They glorify God before the manger. But none of this can penetrate the armored defenses of the royal palace of Herod, except as a distorted echo of a threat to be stifled with blind violence. It is precisely this hardness of heart, however, that further highlights the value of the presence and the mission of the Holy Family. In the despotic and greedy world represented by the tyrant, it is the birthplace and cradle of the only possible answer of salvation, that of God, who in total gratuitousness gives himself to men and women without reserve and without pretension. Being obedient to the voice of the Lord, by taking his bride and child to safety, the gesture of Joseph is revealed in all its redemptive significance. In Egypt, the flame of domestic love to which the Lord has entrusted his presence in the world grows and gains strength in order to light the whole world. As we contemplate this mystery with wonder and gratitude, we think of our families and the light they can bring to the society in which we live. Unfortunately, the world always has its heralds, its myth of success at any cost, of unscrupulous power, of empty and superficial well-being, and often the price to be paid for all of these is in the form of loneliness, despair, division, and conflict. Let us not allow these mirages to suffocate the flame of love in Christian families. On the contrary, in our families, we should cherish the values of the gospel, prayer, the frequent reception of the sacraments, especially the sacraments of confession and communion, healthy affections, sincere dialogue, fidelity, and the simple and beautiful concreteness of everyday words and gestures. This will turn all of these into a light of hope for the places in which we live, schools of love, and an instrument of salvation in God's hands. Let us therefore ask our Father in heaven, through the intercession of Mary and Saint Joseph, to bless our families and all families throughout the world, so that by following the model of his Son, made man, they may be for all an effectuous sign of his presence and his endless charity.
Angelus Domini nunciavit Mariae.
The angel of the Lord declared unto Mary,
Ave Maria, gratia plena Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus.
Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostre. Amen.
Ecce ancilla Domini.
Fiat mihi secundum verbum tuum.
Ave Maria, gratia plena Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus.
Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostre. Amen.
Et verbum caro factum est.
Et habitavit in nobis.
Ave Maria, gratia plena Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Iesus.
Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostre. Amen.
Ora pro nobis sancta Dei genitrix.
Ut digni efficiamur promissionibus Christi.
Oremus. Gratiam tuam quaesimus Domine, mentibus nostris infunde, ut qui angelo nuntiante, Christi filii tui incarnationem coniovimus, per passionem eius et crucem ad resurrectionis gloriam perducamur, per Christum Dominum nostrum.
Amen.
Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto.
Sicut erat in principio et nunc et semper et in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto.
Sicut erat in principio et nunc et semper et in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Gloria Patri et Filio et Spiritui Sancto.
Sicut erat in principio et nunc et semper et in saecula saeculorum. Amen.
Pro fidelibus defunctis. Requiem aeternam dona eis Domine.
Et lux perpetua luceat eis.
Requiescant in pace.
Amen.
Dominus vobiscum,
Et cum spiritu tuo,
sit nomen Domini benedictum.
et hoc nunc et usque in saeculum,
Adiutorium nostrum in nomine Domini.
qui fecit caelum et terram.
Benedicat vos omnipotens Deus, Pater, et Filius, et Spiritus Sanctus.
Amen.
there we are, we just received the apostolic blessing after we recited together in Latin the Angelus.